The Shawnigan Basin, centered on Shawnigan Lake on the southeast side of Vancouver Island, is the sole domestic water source for over 7,000 people. The watershed is heavily committed to a mix of settlement, commercial, industrial, transport corridor, and recreational use, and has a growing population. The greatest influence on continued growth pressure is its location immediately adjacent to the Capital Regional District, centered in Victoria, from where population and development pressures are spilling into the basin. Shawnigan is an unincorporated electoral area, the most populated in British Columbia, lying within the Cowichan Valley Regional District, and is represented by a single area director. The vast majority of its residents draw directly from the lake, with the remainder dependent on groundwater aquifers. At the same time, the regional population, particularly in the south, is projected to continue its steady growth, with the resulting expansion in demand for water consumption. In the meantime, we have private forestry, gravel extraction, waste dumping, the imminent threat of a contaminated soil dump, subdivision development, motorized recreation on land and water, a recreational fishery, lakeside septic fields, hundreds of wells, and a fully licensed lake for domestic water supply with both public and private water purveyors. While there have been many studies done in the Shawnigan Basin, mostly on water quality, we do not yet have accurate maps of our source streams and filtering wetlands, nor do we have informed quantification of our groundwater aquifers. Our land and water resources are governed by a host of federal, provincial, and local public agencies for which there is no current structure for integration. This fragmentation of interest and responsibility obscures our vision of the basin as a working whole. The only mechanism that is remotely capable of dealing with such complexity is intense collaboration among all of us with interests in the watershed. The Shawnigan Basin Society is dedicated to establishing a model of participatory ecological governance of the Shawnigan community watershed. We are now in the process of putting together the Shawnigan Basin Authority, which will be able to create and carry out a basin management plan. The critical first piece of this overarching basin management plan is the ecosystem-based conservation plan. The lasting legacy of this particular project will be a transformation in the way land and water is valued within our watershed. Ecosystem-based conservation planning focuses first on what to protect or what to leave, and then on what to use or what to take. Join us in our most crucial step towards ecological governance. Help us transform the landscape of the Shawnigan community watershed for future generations.